Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Kirby, and this is just one job in a day of the life of a mobile mechanic today. So you would have previously seen this van on my channel for a starter motor twice. I thought it was a bit weird how these starter motors kept on going, and I asked the customer if it was hard to start, and he said no. But it turns out it was hard to start when it's hot. So as you can see on the fault codes that I ran, it's got crankshaft and camshaft correlation faults. So usually, especially on these, it means the timing is out, or any car, but normally the timing belt is worn on these ones. So we're going to get it stripped down, get the timing tools in, and see what we find.
But first, I like to get set up properly. I've recently got this fold-up trolley which makes storing it on the van a lot easier. I've got all my sockets and a few tools I think I'll need for the job all laid out nicely here. And obviously, as you can see here, I always fit good quality parts such as INA Schaeffler and Continental, and most importantly, a cup of tea and a bacon sarnie that the customers kindly made me.
Right, first thing we've actually found is it's got no fan. So that is going to make my job easier, but it looks like it's just sheared off there. Right, so that's the cover off, and we're just going to have a quick look at this belt. Looks quite old, you can tell by some of these pulleys. It's got a lot of rust on there. I'm debating whether or not to take the fan out. The fan cowling out, because I might be able to do it all just like here. Alright, that's the mount off, and then if you can just see down there, I need to turn the crank until there's a mark on this pulley, and it'll come round and hit that mark there. Right, hopefully you can just about see that mark coming round now. There we go, that is spot on. Just there. But need to line the fuel pump up, which can't quite see on camera. I know this isn't lined up because this side is out. Right, we're gonna have to spin that around one more time so these two top marks line up. Right, so we're back down the bottom. That mark's there. And then I'm going to see if I can just show you that mark is slightly off. So it's meant to go between that prong. And then you definitely won't be able to see this one because it's through the gap there. But hopefully you can see it's slightly off as well. So I'm going to get that bottom pulley off, get the bottom cover off, put the timing tool in the crank, and then I can remove the belt. Right, so we've got 4 of those bolts out, but the pulley is just being a bit stiff. Sometimes you can just rock these off, but this one's being a bit stiff, so we're going to try something else. So I've just got a rubber mallet. Give it a bit of a shock, and I'm hitting it on this centre bit here. Smaller one here. And that is proving difficult. There we go. It's coming.
A few moments later.
Ta-da! There's a mark just on this pulley, and there's a mark on this tool, and we've just got to match them up. There we go. Right, so we are slightly off. Just got to come back a tad. and then that should go in. No, back a bit more. There we go. Right, so there we go. You can see that's in there nicely. Right, so with that bottom pin in properly, that mark is actually quite a way out, as is that one. So what I'm just going to do now is release the tension on the timing belt, and then I'll be able to mark these or move these pulleys into the right place. Right, now for the potentially messy bit. I've got the 3 bolts out of the water pump. Try to give it a bit of a wiggle, but that's not coming, so plan B. Just get a bit of a lever bar on there. Don't go too mad because it's only plastic behind it. Just give it a wiggle. Well, that is working. You can see the coolant starting to drop. It's obviously just breaking the steel. Now normally what I would do here is just give this pump a bit of a tap with a hammer or down on this arm. There we go. We'll just let that drip out. Keeping it clean. Right, whilst I'm here, I'm just going to get this bolt out and get the what's left over of the fan off. So I've got this big spanner, and these are a clockwise or reverse thread. So that is part of the fan. We'll probably tell the customer just to look after that. Which he'll probably lose. Right, that's stopped dripping now. So we'll take that pump all the way out. Oh, look at that amount of rust. Right, new pump is in, and I've just got the airline to clean up all the old coolant. That's that pulley on. I've got this pulley down the bottom, I don't know if you can see, and I always deliberately leave this one off. Just makes it a little bit easier getting the belt on. These pulleys are floating now. Just do them just off center, so when the tensioner pulls it round, it should pull it to the center. So let's get this belt on and routed. Wait a minute, we ain't got that bottom tool back in. Alright, that's better. So I'm just going to route this around the pump here. So I'll just get a mirror, just check the little tab is in. Yep. Right, so now it's just a bit easier to get that pulley in. And we'll just torque that up. That's it. 20 Newton meters, I believe. I'll double check that now. Yep, 20. All we got to do now is get this attention, so this pin over here will sit in the middle of this little mark here. Right, that's spun round twice. The bottom locking tool is in, and normally all I do is I just have a look. That is spot on. That one is also spot on. So I now know everything can go back together and it's going to run perfectly. Everything's torqued up. So I'll see you on the first startup. Right, that's where I'm going to leave it for today, guys. I'm all done. I've just got to bleed the coolant system up, and that'll be it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this sort of format and just watching one job, one video. Hopefully, you know, it's a bit more detailed than some of the other videos. But yeah, if you've enjoyed it, comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.